Hello folks, welcome to Intoxicated Intellect's D&D News Rundown, where I, Justin, will give you some of the more recent developments from Wizards of the Coast and a little bit of commentary to go along with them. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and feel free to discuss in the comments. Now, let's jump in. At a recent summit, the Coastal Wizards announced that 1D&D is intended to be a revision of 5th edition rather than a whole new edition in and of itself. It won't be a 5.5 either, but they're updating the rules in order to fit with some new terminology, race versus species, stuff like that. And the new core rulebooks are meant to be a means of converting some of the existing 5th edition adventures into this newer system, like a translator text for some of the old terminology used within these older modules. 1D&D has sparked both civil and heated discussions around some of the changes to be implemented, and the Coastal Wizards have been pulling back on a few of the new changes that weren't well received in playtests. As for me, I've got a pretty strong dislike for the new spell list system, but like the way feats are being further implemented and appreciate the focus on background bonuses over racial bonuses. But that's a discussion for another video. Mojang and Wizards partnered up, as I'm sure you've seen by now, in blending Minecraft and D&D. Mojang will be releasing an adventure created by Everbloom Games and set in the Forgotten Realms. They've stated it will be a 10-hour, fully voiced and immersive campaign where you'll be able to play as one of 4 classes: Barbarian, Rogue, Paladin, or Wizard. You'll be able to customize your class and gear a bit, it seems, and it'll have a custom combat system allowing for some of the unique abilities of the playable classes, like the Rogue's Backstab. The only d20s you'll be rolling will determine how your party proceeds, but that certainly limits the potential for critical failures in your attacks, right? It should be out sometime this spring for Bedrock Edition. Along with this, a free new supplement gave us some stat blocks for Minecraft monsters for use in D&D campaigns. Some icons of the game appear. You got a Blaze, Creeper, Enderman, Ender Dragon, and wolves? The art is done superbly well, particularly for the inner workings of the Creeper, and I love the attention paid to the little details of these mobs we've known for over a decade now. I think throwing a Creeper into an encounter could make for some very interesting and potentially challenging gameplay. That's not all the free stuff available, though. D&D Beyond is giving out 3 modules for low-level and presumably new players. Complete with pre-made characters, new players can get started in the classic Lost Mines of Phandelver, investigate a mysterious illness in Wildmount with Frozen Sick, or pull off a one-shot 4th level heist in Prisoner 13. With Honor Among Thieves being released, I expect to see quite an influx of newbies joining our ranks soon. And Wizards is giving them quite an offering to hook their interest and make them feel welcome. Remember, we should be the type to make them feel just as welcome. So don't be a jerk to the new folk. Pre-alpha gameplay footage of D&D's new virtual tabletop was released recently, with a gameplay promo video available on YouTube. And I gotta say, it looks like they're off to a great start with this one. Import characters straight from D&D Beyond, there's hundreds of map elements in both pieces and pre-made, visual effects to give you that real fireball feel. The works. The best part is, they've emphasized the importance of allowing for some homebrew fun as well, so you're not bound within the parameters of strict 5th edition rules. Looks very friendly to the rule of cool as well. Not to knock any other systems, but I'm much more excited to play in this setting, and once it releases, I think it'll be hard for other virtual tabletops to keep up. Joe Manganiello has announced a documentary to celebrate 50 years of D&D, intended for release in 2024. As one of the most passionate players, I expect this to be very in-depth and look forward to its debut, as I anticipate it will be well executed and fairly comprehensive. Keep an eye out next year. I will be. We are getting a bunch of new supplements and adventures this year, intended to lead up to next year's big bad, Vecna. It's quite a list to be sure. Bigby presents Glory of the Giants, a sourcebook for, you guessed it, giants. Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. Delve deeper into Phandelver and find another one of these mysterious monuments. Planescape, Adventures in the Multiverse, which will feature the original artist's return. Super excited for this one. Love that setting. And the Book of Many Things. More fun stuff to go with your deck of many things. We're living in a new golden age, folks, and we're getting spoiled with more modules than we can run. Rather too many than too few, though, right? But hey, thanks for sticking around and tuning into Intoxicated Intellect. Throw a like or subscribe if you feel so inclined, and feel free to discuss your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, build well, and roll high.